My golden child brother is making my daughter really uncomfortable, but my family are taking his side. Our family has this big barbecue cookout once every 2 months and we take turns on whose house will be next. This time it is in our house. Recently, my daughter, who is 13 years old, seemed really upset and tried to make us postpone or just cancel it altogether. She said she is not comfortable with her Uncle Frank, my brother. I asked her why she thinks like that and she said that some things he does makes her really uncomfortable, hugging her tight, holding her waist gently, always gives some excuses to be near her. She claims she caught him looking at her chest. He also makes comments like, "You are going to be a heartbreaker, you are turning into a really beautiful woman, you are mature for your age." At the last cookout he asked her if she had kissed anyone. When she was shy he told her, "Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. It will be our secret." I asked her if she would be comfortable if we did not invite him, and she agreed to that. I only invited my mom, my dad, my younger brother and my sister. Frank took it as an offense and said my daughter is lying and that she was the one who always comes on to him. The whole family is divided. Frank has never done anything wrong in their eyes, so most of them took Frank's side. They think my daughter is just lying for attention. I heard her crying because she thinks her family hates her. My brother said since Frank hasn't done anything it would be unfair to uninvite him because what he said was just words and just to tell my daughter to stay away from him if he makes her uncomfortable. The only person on my side is my wife. My golden child brother is making my daughter really uncomfortable, but my family are taking his side. There was a big fight between my family and my wife and I, and one thing is clear, my brother Frankie will not be near my daughter. After this fight I was determined not to speak to them, as they were still calling her a liar and an attention seeker. I decided to fully cancel the cookout and take my daughter to a Korean barbecue instead, which she enjoyed. My efforts to not speak to my family were cut short as they kept bombarding me, showing up at my house and blowing up my phone. I gave in and spoke to my parents again. Once again it didn't go so well. They were all still defending my brother. They all think either my daughter was lying or trying to frame Frank because she was at that age of being a rebellious teenager. She had no bad blood with my brother. She would always say Frank was her favorite uncle until he started being creepy. This time they went even further, shaming my daughter for the clothes she was wearing and blamed her for acting inappropriately for her age. My daughter sometimes wears a crop top and leggings, nothing inappropriate. I said this especially to my parents, but they refused to listen. Lastly, I talked to Frank in public as I still needed to confront him properly. He denied everything. He was insistent on my daughter being a liar and that she admitted to having a crush on him. I warned him to not come to our house. My younger brother has been quiet because his fiancée berated him for taking Frank's side. My daughter still thinks this is all her fault. I have decided to temporarily cut contact with my parents and Frank until they prove they can be trusted around my daughter. Frank has had trouble regarding trying to date a 16-year-old girl before, and I have every reason to believe my daughter over him.